Morning folks, Matt here on the planet. Just coming at the end of my long run today. 29.6 kilometres, 400 metres to go. Do the maths to make that 30 kilometres for the day. So this week is my biggest week of the training block in terms of volume. So probably surpassing 130. I think 131 is the most we've done so far. So yeah, probably about 135 to 140 by the time we finish the week. So today's Saturday, got another run tomorrow. That's about 15k or so, maybe 17k something. I'll have to check the plan exactly what it is. But usually I know the distance in the block off the top of my head, but at the moment, while I'm doing somebody else's training plan, it's not so easy to follow. It is easy to follow, but it's not easy to remember exactly what I'm supposed to be doing each time. So I've got to keep looking at the plan every day, or a few times a day. So yeah, so how do we get it? How do we get the volume this week? So this week, to be fair, this next week was supposed to be the biggest volume week. What I've done is I've trimmed off the next week a little bit, because we've got the bank holiday weekend that we're in now. So that means I can do a bit more this weekend, if that makes sense. And then next weekend, especially where I've got the biggest, very paced long run of the training block to do, which will put us 3 weeks out from Berlin. That's next weekend, so I can drop off the mileage 20 kilometres this week. Next week, and then this week I'll add it on to get that volume in. So it gives you a better chance of running that marathon goal pace stints in next weekend's long run. So stay tuned, come back for that. So how do we get here in terms of this week's worth of work and volume? Let's just get this watch to 30k, and then that's us done. Okay, so 30 kilometers, 2 hours 40, 11 seconds, 5 minutes and 20 seconds per kilometer pace. Lovely workout. Save that. There we go. Got some Unired recovery mix there. Always good to get that in. So how did we get here? So Monday, following the Scottish Half Marathon, we did 13 kilometres, really easy pace, kind of recovery pace, 6:05 per kilometre, an hour and 20 minutes, an hour and 19 minutes. So that was quite just an easy recovery day, and actually I was feeling really good after that. After, sometimes you kind of get the DOMs the day after, but usually worse the day after that. So Monday I was feeling it out and it felt really good, so it was good to get that kind of easy pace recovery run, heart rate 129. Moving on to the Tuesday, the idea was not to push myself too hard in that race, and that I couldn't get back into training, so proper training. So by the Tuesday, I was down at the track. Total kilometre distance was that 3, 5, 5 and 8, so 20 kilometres on the day. 5k at the track, 16 times 200, so working on the speed again, 41 seconds per rep. So that was quite a good workout. Really enjoyed the way that the structure's put together as well. So going on the Wednesday, running again, so basically running every day this week, 20 kilometres, 10 kilometres in the morning, 5:35 pace, 10 kilometres at night, 5:49 pace, so just easy stuff again. On to the Thursday, probably my least favourite workout of the training block. Well, the morning wasn't. The morning was just 10k easy at 5:59 pace. taking it real easy, because I know on 12 hours later on the night time I was going back out to do my least favourite working of any training block, which is hill sprints. I don't mind and they're okay, but if there was one thing I could drop in a training block that I wouldn't have to do, I could skip, it'd be the repeats. It only comes up twice in the Run Dream Achieve 6-month training plan, so that was good to get that out of the way. And then on to the Friday, we've got another easy pace run, 15 kilometres, 1 hour 25 at 5:39 per kilometre pace. Average heart rate 131, so it's quite another easy one. So you can see the distances and the efforts are pretty much about the same, but they're dropping a little bit every other day. So one day you've got hard effort at the track, but the volume's not massive. The next day a little bit easier. And then we get onto today, which is the Saturday, where we have 30 kilometres, as I've just mentioned, 5:20 pace, 323 watts, steady away, elevation 110, so nothing too aggressive and too serious. So yeah, it's still been quite warm today. To be honest, I'm actually wearing black today, and the idea was that there was supposed to be absolutely no sun at all. It was supposed to be full on overcast and really dark all day, and that's how it started for the first lap. But 2 laps in, it's absolutely crazy, too hot. So yeah, a bit windy today down on the quayside as well, so not the best of days. But what's really good about this weekend, bank holiday weekend, is I can run 30 kilometres a day. Tomorrow, like I say, about 15, 17 or something, and then I'll do another 30, probably 25 or 30k on the Monday, and that'll set me up for next week, for a good week next week. And that kind of doing that 30k on the Monday rather than like a 15 or a 20k, which is what I usually do because we're usually at work. I can't really get that kind of distance or volume in. It allows us to work a little bit easier towards the end of the week, so it'll freshen me up for the long run workout, which is Saturday or Sunday on the weekend, where we'll go for that final big marathon goal pace effort, the very pace long run, which I'm really looking forward to. The final test last week was really good to do the Scottish half marathon and really test myself. Really enjoyed doing that, and pretty much did what I wanted to do. It was absolutely scorching, but still managed to come out with pretty much what I wanted to do. Maybe 1 or 2 seconds behind on pace, but with an adjustment for the sun, really happy with that. So that's about it. Berlin Marathon training's going really well. Just a few weeks out now, 4 weeks from today I think it is. A really hard work week this week, really hard week of work to do next week, and then we are into really, we're not tapering quite yet, but the volume's been pushed these couple of weeks. So the last couple of weeks going into Berlin, the volume's down a bit, so we're on a 10-day taper. So what else can I say, apart from just waffling on and making the video ridiculously long? But yeah, nice day on the quayside, loved it, fantastic. Where else better could I run in the northeast? I don't know, probably there is somewhere, but yet to find it. So this is the best place I could do for my training runs. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.